Hello everybody, and welcome to my second attempt at a cooking video. Last one ran a little bit long, so I'm going to try and make this one a lot shorter. It's going to be, Partywings in ginger plum sauce. I had to think about that one for a second. Anyway, I hope you like it, and without further ado, let's get on to it. Okay, so we're back in my not-so-world-famous kitchen, together with my not-so-world-famous dog. Hello, dog. So for this recipe, one thing you need to know about this recipe is that it takes a long time to do. It's not difficult, but it does take a while, and you'll see why in a minute. And you do need to watch the clock, which you'll also see why in a minute. So basically what we have here to start things off with is we have about a half a pound of party wings. See? Basically party wings mean that they're cut up in sections and the tips are thrown away. Alright, so you have the two distinct portions, the little drumette and the other little, whatever the heck, wingette, I don't know what it's called. And you get rid of the tips. Okay? Now, the other thing that you're going to do is, well, I hate to do this with, hold on a second. Alright. Because I touched the wings, I don't want to touch the soy sauce bottle. Alright, and I'm just going to throw some soy sauce in there. And I'm going to let that marinate. Okay? There's no real measurement here, it's just the marinade. You're going to pour off the excess when you're done anyway. So I'll mix that all in together. Put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, let it marinate, and I'll get back to you, okay? Okay, everybody, I'm back, and correction, in the last segment or whatever, I called it a half a pound of party wings. It's actually 2 pounds of party wings. 2 pounds, not a half a pound, all right? So my bad. So you notice that when I had them in the refrigerator, I had them covered with saran wrap. I always like to cover things when they're marinating. Usually, actually, I like to do things in plastic bags. I decided to do it here in a bowl for some reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour off all the extra soy sauce, and I'm going to stick them in, yes, a crock pot. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll get right back with you. Okay, as you see, I have them neatly arranged, if I can get the camera right, in this in the crock pot. And I kind of mushed them down a little bit so they all kind of have contact with the bottom there. I'm going to take the crock pot and I'm going to pop it on high. I'm going to cover it. And this is basically to brown them a little bit. And I'm going to come back in about maybe 15-20 minutes, see how they're doing, and probably flip them around. And I'll do that for a while until I like the way that they're browned, okay? Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, always important to have your beverage of choice at hand. This is a long recipe. Personally, mine is Jack Daniels and Sprite. So, cheers. So, while the chicken is over here browning, what I'm going to do is, well, what I already did, in fact, is cut up about, well, I did 4 green onions in this one. Do anywhere from 3 to 4. I did 4 because they were small. About 3 cloves of garlic or so, and about a tablespoon of chopped ginger. Got the ginger out of a jar, but you can do it fresh if you want to. It's just a pain. Anyway, oh, and we're going to need, of course, plum sauce. And this jar is a 7-ounce jar, roughly equal to about 2/3 of a cup, which is about how much you should use in this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix that stuff all together, and I'll be throwing them in with the chicken all at the same time. There is one more bit of ingredient that needs to go in, but that's at the very end, and I'll hook you up with that when the time comes. All right, so this stuff is not yet browned, really. I'll probably stir it up in about another 10 minutes or so, and I'll get right back at you. Okay, we're back. Excuse the Rammstein in the background, I just was in the mood. So, okay, so what's going on is it's been about an hour, and what I've been doing is I've come in through I don't know, maybe 3-4 times and kind of stir these up so that they brown around. You know, they brown up real nice. So you see they're about ready. Put the sauce in. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, remember those ingredients I was telling you about earlier? Well, I mixed them all together. Here they are. The plum sauce and the green onions, garlic and ginger, of course. And then I got to scrape that. I'll scrape that in a second. So I'm just going to dump that in there. And then I want to mix it all around. I'm going to put the lid on. And I'm going to let it go for about another hour. Okay? And yeah, I'll be stirring it here and there. just to make sure. But yeah, it's going to stay in there for about another hour, okay? So total cooking time on high is going to be about 2 hours. Hey guys, we're back. So we're going to take the lid off. This has been simmering here with the sauce in it for about an hour. Total of 2 hours cook time on high. Okay, so basically we just want to stir it up real quick. You know, I've done this, well, a number of times actually during the course of cooking, just to make sure that everything cooks evenly, and it's okay when it's on high. But now what we're going to do is we're going to put it on low. We're going to put the lid back on, and we're going to let it simmer for another 25 minutes. Yeah, sorry about that. Told you it takes a while, but trust me, it's going to be well worth it. So we're going to let that simmer for about 25 minutes now. That's going to give our total cook time, well, we'll go into that later. So anyway, I will talk to you in about 25 minutes. Bye. Okay, so it's been 25 minutes. I'm going to take the top off, stand back so I don't fog up. Alright, and this is what we have here. Okay, now as I said, there is one more step. Doesn't that look good though? You can see, like, I don't know if you can see, but like this chicken piece right here, the meat is already like kind of falling off the bone. That's perfect. That's why we're doing this in a crock pot. So, there is one last step, and that is, I've got this here. This is a little less than a quarter cup of soy sauce mixed with 1 tablespoon of, man, I can't think right now, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour that in. I'm going to stir it up really well. And I'm just going to sit here and stir it and let it simmer up and thicken up for about 5 minutes, okay? So I'll see you then. Okay, so it's been the 5 minutes, and just to correct the last thing I said, it's I'm not stirring it consistently, okay? I'm just, every once in a while, just to make sure things get coated nicely. You don't want to be too aggressive with the stirring because, well, the meat's just falling off the bones here. So you got to be careful when you're stirring it. But what you wind up with is just something that looks a whole lot like this. You know, there's a piece of wing, you know, and it's nicely coated in the sauce. And man, if you could smell this right now, you would get so hungry. I don't care if you even just ate. So anyway, so that's it. Bon appetit, huh? All right, well, thank you for watching yet another video. I assume you made it this far. Tell me this. How does that look? Does that look delicious? Now, here's the reason we're doing this in the crock pot. You know how wings, they're such an amazing pain to eat because it's just hard to get. But these, it's basically all off already. Awesome, awesome stuff. So, I'm going to go eat. And I'll talk to you later.